I've been alone with you inside my mind, and in my dreams I've kissed your lips 1,000 times. I sometimes see you pass outside my door. Hello? Is it me you're looking for?
You serious?
Let's do this shit.
Let's do it.
Do it!
Team Jenkins.
Ooh.
Yeah, bitch.
Okay. Bitch.
He's my biatch.
I'm her bitch. Mm-hmm.
He will be later.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah,
So now, we just did Mitch Hedberg, who is a one-line comedian. Very popular in the States. I don't know if he's very popular in the UK, but check him out.
He's funny. He's not like belly laugh funny, but he's
got
funny,
some,
you know.
Yeah, got some good one-liners.
Yeah.
Anyhow, this is like the UK version of Mitch Hedberg.
Okay.
And if you're in the UK, this is like the... If you watched Mitch Hedberg, it'd probably be the American version of Milton Jones. Now, I've never seen Milton Jones. I just saw the picture of him and was told he's a one-liner. And I looked at the picture, and he does look like a UK stoner version of Mitch Hedberg.
Wow, that should be
That's just my opinion. So, let's see what he's like. Let's see how he measures up. All right.
Okay, let's do it.
Do it. Milton Jones, and he's in Dublin, Ireland.
Dublin. That's awesome.
Does he not look stoned?
He almost reminds me of Tim Minchin too.
Yep.
The hair.
Hello.
That's a good way to introduce him.
Relax, I know what I'm doing. Recently I did a show for the United Nations and I started off by saying, so where are you all from? To be honest, there wasn't much time for anything else. As a child, I had a medical condition that meant I had to eat soil 3 times a day in order to survive. Lucky my older brother told me about it, really.
Oh, siblings.
He later died of massive head injuries. But then you are more likely to get injured if you've got a massive head.
It's like you.
Talk about my huge cranium. What about your huge cranium?
I used to think that sticks and stones could break my bones, but words could never hurt me until I fell into a printing press.
Oh, God.
It's difficult to know sometimes whether you remember something or you remember the photograph of something. I think my earliest memory is of being in America, standing over an air vent and my skirt billowing up.
That was Marilyn Monroe, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
When I was in America, I really got into the culture. I went into a shop and the guy said, "Have a nice day," and I didn't, so I sued him.
Like the U.S.
If there'd been a mix-up, my uncle could have ended up as an ex-president of the United States. He's an undertaker in the army, or Barack Obama. So if you're being chased by a police dog, try not to go through a tunnel, then onto a little seesaw, then jump through a hoop of fire. Because they train for that. Don't go camping in the countryside. Have you noticed whenever the police find a body, it's always in a tent? Years ago, of course, I used to supply filofaxes for the mafia. Yeah, I was involved in very organized crime. I come from a family of police marksmen. I think that was reaction against my grandfather. He was a bank robber. He died quite recently, surrounded by his family. My other grandfather, he was a peeping Tom. He used to drill holes in the floor and spy on the people in the flat below. But he died quite recently. But I like to think of him as up there somewhere. Looking down on us.
Through a hole.
Yeah.
My other grandfather, he's a bit of a man for the ladies. Doesn't matter how clearly the gents are signposted. My other grandfather, he can't do what he used to, bless him. You know, bomb the Japanese. My other grandfather, he would never ever throw anything away, but he died in the war holding on to a hand grenade. My other grandfather, there's nothing unusual about him. Don't know why I brought him up, really. My other grandfather, when he died, we didn't even get the chance to say goodbye, which was all the more poignant because he drowned in a bowl of Cheerios. My grandmother, is confused. My nephew, when he grows up, he wants to be an accountant. So, there he is. You obviously gave him some helium. My nephew, when he grows up, he wants to be an accountant, so for his birthday, I bought him a great big bag of receipts. I said, listen, don't worry if you don't like them. I've kept all the presents. I don't know if any of you have been skiing, but then, how would I? They said about me that I was too immature to be a father. But when I saw the first few seconds of my son's life, I thought to myself, he's naked. When my daughter was born, she had jaundice. So there she was, small, round, and yellow. We called her Melanie. I'll tell you what's a dangerous insect. Is that hepatitis B? I'll tell you what's a dangerous place to swim. Is that hepatitis C? You know, when you're in a relationship, what's that like?
Overrated.
I'd like to finish with a prayer, the prayer Jesus taught us. Hang on a minute, some people are thinking, Jesus had a tortoise?
Jesus had a tortoise?
Went home for Christmas this year, couldn't get in the door. Too many granddads.
Ah, you tied that one up.
I leave you tonight with this. if you're being interrogated by the police, perhaps tonight, and they're recording the interview, just make sure that every so often you go, ow. That's it. That's all for me. Thank you very much.
That
Good
one
night.
worked,
See
didn't
you.
That's funny. That's cute. Ow. You know, you're right. He does remind me of Mitch Hedberg.
Because we knew Mitch before we knew Milton, obviously.
This is the first time we've
So
seen
we're
him.
comparing from this side to that. And he looks like a UK Stone version of
Actually,
Mitch Hedberg.
I kind of prefer him a little bit to Mitch. I
Yeah.
have to say.
Well,
He's
you know what, though? Maybe because we've heard Mitch enough. Like,
possibly.
because if we had never heard Mitch, I think we would laugh our ass off more.
Maybe.
But
Maybe.
Mitch has a style that after you watch 3 or 4, you kind of got what he's doing.
Yeah.
And I imagine if you watch 3 or 4 of these, you'll eventually get his style, and then maybe it won't be as funny anymore.
I don't
That's
know.
my opinion, but I would think that.
They're both unique. They both have their own little ways of delivering the jokes and stuff, and their own little looks, you know.
Yeah.
But he does remind me of him, so that's good.
Yeah, that's funny. I think Gary Delaney has been the funniest so far of all of
Yeah?
the one-liners, maybe.
Gary Delaney, yeah, because he's
Him-
raunchy. Oh,
Yeah,
man,
him
I love it when it's raunchy.
and I'm always partial to Rodney Dangerfield because his one-liners are classic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I stuck my head out the window the other day and the police charged me for mooning. Oh, I get no respect.
That happens to Brad, too.
I tried. I failed. Bye. All right. Well, whatever. It's hard, though, to do one-liners, eh? Like, it's hard to come up with them.
I would think so. I mean, geez. Like, they bang off quite a few of them in a row, too. I mean, just remembering them all. It's like,
But I've tried to sit down and think about writing one-liners, and it's hard. Like, it's hard to do.
Stupid.
And look at Mitch Hedberg. He got famous for about 20 to 30 minutes of material.
Right. He probably has a lot of material that we haven't seen.
A lot more, yeah,
though.
but
like,
it's like, I noticed, like, well, that's the third, we watched the third special of his, and a couple of jokes were repeated in there, so
yes.
it gets to that point.
Yeah.
Anyhow, that was fun.
Anyways, yeah,
So,
he's good.
If you guys get a chance, watch the Mitch Hedberg one, watch this one, and tell us your comparison.
They do kind of remind me of each other, yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be a bias towards your country, but if you could look at it objectively, folks, try to be objective. Not subjective, but objective.
It is what it is.
And give us your honest, unfiltered, unbiased opinion. We would like to know in the comments what you think. Because here in the Brad and Lucy Show, there's no bias. We love everyone. We love all. And we try to accommodate everyone. Because that's what peace is love between all nations. Because we don't hate one another, we love one another. How's that? Is that pretty good? Is that inspiring? Did that make you want to just join the United Nations?
No.
Alright, well, whatever. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that.
That's good.
We're going to have some cantaloni and then continue
salad.
on.
Yes.
Talk to you later. Bye.
You serious?